What's up, bro?
Sup, MP?
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Timberwolves. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, now let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
MP, what do you think about going up against Dylan Harper?
Trivia time. Did you know he and I played in the same number of NCAA tournament games?
Back to you, Kevin.
Good stuff, Dominic. Thank you. And the starting group for the Spurs. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. De'Aaron Fox out there with Harper. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. And for the Timberwolves, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniels. Reed is out there with Gobert, and it's MP in at the guard position. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class. Really trying to distinguish himself.
Well, to his credit, MP has impressed with his play and lived up to that goal. Seems determined to prove he's on another level. So far, the proof has been pretty plain to see.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Vassell.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
MP against Harper. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we mean.
And MP throws it down.
Punching it in on the drive. MP doesn't mess around when he's got a lane to the rim.
Harper against MP. Harper the pass to Vassell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on MP.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. I wanted to know what his defensive scheme was against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we need to limit transition opportunities because that's when he's really dangerous. Speed is one of his biggest strengths, so we need to slow the game down to our pace. Let's see if they're able to accomplish it. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And MP throws it down.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
looking it over. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Wembanyama. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Here's MP. And they double up MP. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Barnes with it, and it's Reed picking him up. To the inside, here's Harper. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Harper against MP. Outside Edwards. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Fox. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Gobert in the corner. And the wide open shot from Reed sinks the three-pointer.
Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
Here's Harper. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Timberwolves this summer signing extensions to keep their elite front court intact. In bringing back Julius Randle and Naz Reid, they maintain a team strength, one that seems more necessary than ever in the loaded West, guys.
You got it, making the commitment. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Edwards off a screen from King. To the paint. And the dunk by MP.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Harper against MP. Harper kicks to Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. MP finds Edwards. Back to King. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
MP showing he's a force near the hoop.
And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
Pass to Ingles, fires the 3. Rebound San Antonio.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fox against DiVincenzo. And here's Harper from the arc. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Reed with a screen on Harper. MP kicks to Reed. Reed with a screen on Johnson. DiVincenzo can't hit it. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Down low, Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Edwards. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. The kick out to Harper to stop the drought. Buries it from three-point range. Harper's got 8.
Locked and loaded. Harper got it away like he never even had it.
Ingles with a screen on Harper. Here's King. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And even though we're very early into the season, Stan, what do you make of the top teams in the league so far?
Well, Kevin, there's some that have definitely impressed me so far, but it's a long season. I want to see if those at the top can keep playing at that level throughout the year.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Dillingham's checked in. Johnson outside. Inside, Johnson double teamed. 5 to shoot. Pulls it up. Rebound, Minnesota. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Spurs trail by 3. To the middle. Back to Castle. Lets it go with the 3. Ingles with the rebound. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. It's Vassell on the wing. And the rejection by MP. Stephon Castle's checked in for the Spurs. And the Spurs with possession. Here's Wembanyama.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
MP with a screen on Castle. King outside. Jacks up a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Wembanyama looking it over. Oh, look at the focus from Wembanyama. Drills it through contact.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Minnesota leading by 7. DiVincenzo kicks to MP. Reed with a screen for MP. Launches it. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Well, Reed has only become more confident as time has gone on at the arc. He will not hesitate.
Now, Wembanyama. He's got 8 outside Harper. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's King. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert comes in for Naz Reid. And it's Clark in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
The drive by MP. And the dunk by MP.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Harper, and the rejection by MP. 5 on the clock. Here's Castle. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 12. Ingles with a screen on Castle. Here's MP. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Well, I like when MP takes initiative like this because it forces the defense to react.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
And it's a super first half for him at the free throw line.
That one misses. Well, Stan De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words, Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization.
Ingles with a screen on Barnes. MP up top. He's guarded by Harper. Here's Shannon. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. King's got 4 assists in the game. Wembanyama outside. And the rejection by MP. And MP throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Timberwolves ahead. They finish off the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for tuning in.
And for that game against the Pelicans, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
Normally I say you want a versatile attack, but the way they're shooting the 3-ball, I don't know about that.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Reed. And it's King at the point guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Pass to Harper. The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Gobert with a screen on Harper. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Harper with the steal. In transition, here come the Spurs. Sinks that one from the post. Harper's got 10 points.
Strong footwork from the rookie. Harper able to get the better of the defense there.
King against Harper. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Reed misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Down low. The kick out to Barnes. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Outside, Reed. From outside, off the mark.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's Harper. San Antonio again missing. Reed with a screen on Harper. Here's MP. And the shot falls short this time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
Gobert, the screen. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Knocked loose. Harper with the steal. Vassell wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Vassell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Picked by Reed. Here's King. MP taking flight.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
Wembanyama high post. Gobert on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Coach, we know the 2025 season was cut short for Wembanyama due to a blood clot in his right shoulder.
Yeah, it was too bad, Kevin, to see that season cut short. Look, I think it's easy to say Wembanyama would have been the defensive player of the year in 2025. I think he had that one sewed up, but he just couldn't get enough games in to get to that. And he's a guy that can do everything on offense. We're talking probably the next face of the league. Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
DiVincenzo finds MP. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to MP. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 4 on the clock. Offline from the top of the key. Spurs trail by 9. Barnes outside. Now Wembanyama. And Fox has it in the corner. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Fox has got 11 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
King with it. He's got 21. Pass to Dillingham. Good, and the assist goes to MP. King's got his 6th assist on the night. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. The tray. Rebound, Minnesota. King's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards, a screen on Wembanyama. Bobbed up there for Edwards. DiVincenzo against Vassell. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, you look at the score in this game, it's not reflective of the night he's had. He's struggled.
Here's King driving inside.
Readiness is so important, and the moment he saw his opening, MP was ready to attack.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
DiVincenzo against Wembanyama. San Antonio again missing. Timberwolves leading by 11. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Takes a three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
So both teams changing it up here. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to King. And they're moving it up. Here's the three. The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Minnesota shooting at 51%. Really solid. The drive by MP. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
MP going right to the rim.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Johnson against Clark. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. That one misses. Timberwolves leading by 10. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
MP looking around. Pass to Dillingham.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Let's take a look at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Here's Wembanyama. Good work there as it goes. Wembanyama's got 19 points.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
King outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Sohan, Minnesota with the rebound. King's got his 8th rebound here tonight. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Ingles. This one for 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP. King's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Spurs trail by 9. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Wembanyama. Banked in off the glass. Wembanyama's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Such a wide open look.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Here's Castle. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Minnesota with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room headed. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Fox and Castle are their guards. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Cornette can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 13. Reed with a screen for MP. And the dunk by MP.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Now Castle. Pass to Johnson. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Reed with a screen on Johnson. And here's Reed. Another shot. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Outside, Fox. So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide. You got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight, and you've got to have a clear understanding of those.
There's a good screen. Here's Johnson. The 19-footer is on the money. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
Going old school with the mid-range. Johnson.
McDaniels, a screen on Johnson. MP going in strong, and MP throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Wembanyama's checked in. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle, and it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers, players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys.
Thank you, Allie. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, that's what Gobert brings to this offense. Spaces the floor vertically.
DiVincenzo against Fox. Takes it inside, and it's King with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Johnson with the rebound. Spurs trail by 17. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels, a screen on Johnson. MP kicks to McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels, a screen on Johnson. Here's McDaniels. They get it back. Right wing. Johnson against King. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, Gobert with the 7'9" wingspan, making it look simple.
Castle with it. Johnson outside. Pass to Wembanyama. A three-pointer, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
McDaniel sets a screen for MP. And the dunk by MP.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
And here is Fox. Pass to Sohan. Left side Fox. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Fox, no good. Timberwolves leading by 18. Here's King, and he makes good on the layup. King's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
Castle a screen on DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Cans it from downtown. Wembanyama has got 24 points.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
The three for DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now, here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, the way MP runs screen and roll, you think he's been in this league for over a decade.
Here's Fox. Here is Wembanyama. Crane from outside.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
MP. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Spurs also changing it up. Barnes, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Vassell comes in for Johnson, and it's Harper in for Castle.
And Fox is a solid passer, knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Finishes inside on the nice dish.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now Gobert. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Now Barnes. McDaniels pulls it down.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
King with it. He's picked up by Harper. King against Harper. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Gobert there for the rebound. Minnesota leading by 14. On the wing, MP. Defended by Wembanyama. Now Fox. Puts one up from 19.
Displaying an innate ability to detect the score attempt. MP will do well to keep honing that skill.
Fox fires.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Timberwolves.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. No good.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Gobert. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved.
Basketball is both a team sport and a game mode.
If it is, I hope.
Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Jennifer. Thanks.
All right. We're back in the locker room after I just took Dylan Harper to school.
All right, what'd you think of his game? You feel like he's overrated or?
Nah, he's a solid player. It's just more that I'm underrated. But that's all gonna change real quick after today. Put some respect on my name. MP, out.
Come